6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan are thought to have wandered away while their parents were in bed.
2 weeks, 2 children, 0 clues about what may have happened to them.
It's very, very intense and very thick area that they're searching, very difficult to traverse, even for trained adults, let alone children. So they've obviously made the decision that they don't believe the kids have got further than their perimeter, the area they've already searched. So they want to go back and research it. And he also specifically said there's areas that they want to revisit. So why is that? It's disturbing to me that they think the children may not be alive.
I want to remain hopeful. But there's always, in a mother's mind, you're always thinking the worst.
If you're following the case of Lilly and Jack Sullivan, then you know it's been 16 days since 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother Jack Sullivan tragically went missing from Nova Scotia on May the 2nd, 2025. Now, while the search was previously suspended, it resumed over the weekend, and today marks the second day of renewed efforts. In this video, I want to go over some key developments, including dispatch audio from the initial search when the siblings first went missing. A lot of people have been wondering if the kids were by any water, and there's a portion of the dispatch audio that speaks about this. There's also dispatch audio related to the pink blanket, which has been a huge discussion online. What's really interesting about this particular piece of the dispatch audio is that you'll hear who alerted the search team about the blanket, and that plays a big role as to why this discussion may be going on online. In addition to that, there's also a caller who wanted to remain anonymous and reported a possible mine shaft. There are a few other things I want to go over as well, but before we get into the dispatch audio and everything else, let me give you some quick background in case you haven't been following.
About what's happened since their disappearance. Around 10 a.m. on the morning of May 2nd, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station. The children's stepfather, Daniel Martell, told CBC the siblings were out sick and not at school on Thursday and Friday. He said he believed the children must have gone outside through the sliding back door sometime Friday morning.
When we noticed that the children were gone, immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Nova Scotia RCMP said they believed the children wandered away from their home and there was no evidence of abduction. That morning, a vulnerable missing person advisory was issued in Pictou County, and the organized search for the kids began in the heavily wooded area surrounding the family home. Volunteers searched through the night. More than 100 people were called in to help. Helicopters, drones, and police dogs were also part of the search. On Saturday, May 3rd, officials were optimistic the children would be found.
It's a huge wooded area with lots of potential. So we're just keeping all avenues open and ensuring we're covering off the entire area with a very structured search.
Around 5:30 that night, RCMP issued a wider alert to Pictou County and surrounding areas. On Saturday, the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, spoke to CTV News. She said she was hopeful and that she just wanted the kids home. The search continued on Sunday, May 4th. The children's stepfather said he wanted authorities to monitor the New Brunswick border and nearby airports in case the children were abducted. Meanwhile, 160 searchers were out looking for the children despite rainy conditions. On Monday, May 5th, police and rescue agencies continued searching, going at all hours. RCMP said searchers had located what could have been a footprint on Saturday and expanded the search effort in that area. That night, 4 drones with thermal imaging technology were used to look for heat signatures in the woods. Tuesday, May 6th marked 5 days since the children went missing. A Nova Scotia RCMP spokesperson said in an update that the case remained a missing persons investigation.
Police are pursuing all investigative avenues, and there's a variety of teams involved who are applying the tools and the skills and the expertise needed to locate and bring Lilly and Jack home.
McCann wouldn't say if there had been any sign of the children. The children's stepfather told CBC that after the disappearance, the children's mother left the area to be with her family in another part of the province and blocked him on social media.
My mother had to kick some people off the property because they were saying that I did it. I had something to do with it. And I'm the only one here fighting for them.
which is sad.
The children's maternal grandmother told the Canadian press the family was hoping and praying for the children to come home. On Wednesday, May 7th, Nova Scotia RCMP announced it would scale back the search for the missing kids.
We're not packing up, and we're not giving up. Our investigation is broad, and it won't end until we know where Lilly and Jack are and can bring them home.
McKinnon said there hadn't been any confirmed sightings of the children, and survivability was unlikely.
We thought they were alive right now, we'd still be out there.
He said the searchers covered a 5.5 square kilometer area, roughly the size of Halifax's downtown, that was heavily wooded.
I'm absolutely exhausted at this point after going through 6 days of virtual hell. It's absolutely crazy.
On Thursday, May 8th, the RCMP packed up its command center in Lansdowne Station and searchers left the area. Martell told CBC he spoke with investigators from the Major Crime Unit in Stellarton earlier in the week. He said he willingly handed over his phone to police and investigators searched the home. Martell said he also asked for a polygraph test.
I just want to clear it up for everyone. Clear it up for everyone, not just the people online making crazy accusations and everything else.
RCMP declined to say whether a polygraph would be administered. Meanwhile, a makeshift memorial was set up at the nearby Stellarton RCMP detachment. In a news release on Tuesday, May 13th, Nova Scotia RCMP said they were continuing to investigate. Police said they were following up on more than 180 tips from the public and had identified 35 people to interview, including community members and those closest to the children. Police also confirmed that an underwater team searched lakes in the area but didn't find anything. On Thursday, May 15th, RCMP confirmed again that there's been no evidence to suggest the children were abducted.
So you just heard from that overview from the news channel is that, for one, RCMP has confirmed that they searched the lakes and they didn't find anything. That's been a big topic online because Daniel Martell, who of course we know is the stepfather, previously stated that RCMP told him that they were going to search the lakes. When the question was posed to RCMP by the news outlets early on, they would not confirm or deny. Well, now RCMP has came back and confirmed it and said, yes, we did search the lakes, but we did not find anything. Second, another big thing that came out of there was the polygraph test. As you guys know, Daniel Martell previously stated that he agreed to take a polygraph test because Daniel Martell said he has nothing to hide and he wants to put these rumors to rest. You know, the online speculation about his possible involvement. Well, as you heard from that news interview, from the news overview, RCMP will not confirm or deny if Daniel Martell will be given a lie detector test. Now, that's important because a lot of people have inquired if there's been an update. So that's the update on that. Okay, so please let me know, what are you guys' thoughts about this polygraph test? Now, of course, Daniel said he'll take it, as you know, but the authorities are not speaking out to confirm, and they have been pretty tight-lipped about the investigation in general, not wanting too much information to get out because of the speculation online. Now, I do want to get into this news article. The significance of this news article is the sliding door. If you recall, Daniel Martell, he's been pretty vocal, but the mother, Malaya, she's spoken on interviews too. But their stories have been pretty consistent regarding this glass sliding door or this sliding door. What they state is they were sleeping, as you guys heard, and the kids may have, snuck out the house, or they were able to escape through the sliding door. So in this news article that's published, if you look here, it says, Martell has said he was in the bedroom with his partner and their baby when he saw Lilly and Jack on the morning of May the 2nd. He recalled that Lilly was wearing a pink top when she had poked her head in the door of the bedroom prior to departing. Okay, so reading farther down, you'll see, right there, you'll see minutes later, he heard the sliding door that leads onto the backyard open and close. So this is the first time that I've saw that Daniel Martell told any news outlet that he heard the sliding door. Because if you recall, Daniel Martell previously said that it took him about 20 minutes to notice that the kids were missing. And when he noticed that they were missing, he immediately jumped into his vehicle. If you haven't been following it on my channel, please go check out the previous video where I discussed it. He said he jumped into his vehicle, and he started searching for Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Another significant part of this is because apparently the 911 call, the frantic 911 call from Malaya, was placed approximately 10 a.m. But on the dispatch audio, I played that yesterday. I uploaded a video, on my channel. It stated that the kids were last seen at approximately 8 a.m. Now, keep in mind that RCMP has not released an official timeline. This is a news article that was published. There are mistakes that are made in a news article, but this news article clearly states that Daniel Martell said he heard the glass sliding door. So if Daniel Martell did indeed hear the glass sliding door, this is the first time that I've seen it in print for it to be written in this way. Okay, so RCMP has spoken out, and they stated that more than 180 tips have been received, though many were determined to be unhelpful. So there was some hope as far as the number of tips that was received, and people were saying, hopefully this is why they renewed the search. Well, if you listen early on in the video, they had suspended the search because the searchers, they were getting exhausted. So they temporarily suspended it. They initially said that they would resumed the search, they rested, and they came back. So the tips, they said, were determined to be unhelpful, and it was always their plan, according to RCMP, to resume the search, which they have done. Now, in addition to this, I know that there's been talk online about the Amber Alert. Malaya previously shared the status. I shared it in a previous video, so I won't read it in whole here. But the essence of what Malaya was saying was that she wanted her kids to be home. She wanted Jack and Lily to be home. And that she also stated that they were not shy to strangers. They were not aware of stranger danger. And at that point, she believed that they may have been taken. Now, when she shared this post, there were others that commented. What I have not shared here on my page, and I know this post has been widely circulated, is a man believed to be her father said, "Baby girl, why didn't you tell me when that first happened? Please never hold nothing back from me ever again. I love you, baby. Next time something like that happens, you tell me right away. Baby, I'm a tracker." Now, it's believed to be Malaya's, allegedly, it's her father. And I did see the name. They do share the same last name, but people are speculating that that is her father. Now, under that, people said that Malaya had followed up and said, the search is still on. Please come help if you can. That was not Malaya. And you can see that the picture is different than her profile picture. That was actually someone else. I'm not sure who that is, but that was not Malaya. Now, in addition to this, Malaya's, her kids, you know, their biological dad, his family also have shared a post, and you'll see his aunt here. I previously shared a post from her. She's the one, as you guys know, if you're following my channel, who spoke out and said the kids were nonverbal. Well, she just reshared a post that was indicating that an Amber Alert should have been issued. And in the post that she shared, it said, please stop arguing about when Amber Alert should be called. Amber Alert should be called within the first hour children are not found. And then this goes on to state that information, and it says also push for change, demand to send out that alert. You would be demanding the same if it was your children. So in addition to this, people have said, well, how is it known that she is related to the biological father? The picture that is going around of the alleged biological father, you will see here September the 15th, 2023. She's the one who shared the picture. And she said, wishing my little brother an amazing birthday. I love you very much, buddy, and hope you have a great day. So again, the significance here is just saying that this lady, who is the aunt to Lilly and Jack, who has been sharing almost daily to plead for them to return home, she shared the photo that has been circulating of Lilly and Jack's alleged biological father. So that's the connection there and how we know that they're related. Now, RCMP did respond to the Amber Alert claims. They have defended their decision. As you see here, it states the RCMP have defended their decision not to issue an Amber Alert in this case. In the case, arguing the investigation didn't meet the criteria, which includes the belief that the child has been abducted or is in grave danger. So here they do go on to state that they did not issue an Amber Alert. They doubled down in defending it. This has come up several times, so I just wanted to make sure that I show this. In addition to this, you'll see that the kid's biological grandmother, again, this is their dad's mom, she shared a post, and on there she said, "Where are my grandkids?" So the biological dad, he has not been active. People have speculated that he's currently in prison. If you go to my previous video, I talked about him. I also searched his name in my previous video. He was not currently listed as an inmate. Okay, so Malaya's family say that he was not active, he was not around, but please just check out my previous video. Now, his mom has, of course, been sharing posts, and a post that she previously shared was, "Where are my grandkids?" So I'm going to go ahead and play the audio dispatch. Before getting into the audio dispatch, I'm going to play the latest update about the search resuming. It's a short video, but the significance here is that it's going to talk about the news reached out to RCMP and posed some very interesting questions about the nature of the investigation, if it's criminal. That's important. But then also in the video, it shows the layout of the land. Again, I think that that's important here. And then immediately after that, it will go into the police dispatch. So please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate everyone's support.
Of 2 missing kids about to be examined again. Officials now confirming the search surrounding the home of Lilly and Jack Sullivan will resume Saturday, likely as a recovery effort.
The county as a whole and the province as a whole, I think, need to know what happened in this case.
Police say the 4- and 6-year-olds wandered away 2 weeks ago and said they had no evidence the children were abducted. But RCMP didn't announce the involvement of the Major Crimes Unit until days after it was brought in, nor that it hadn't ruled out that the disappearance was suspicious.
RCMP declined an interview request and would not answer our questions about the case. For instance, it isn't clear why investigators are so certain the children were not abducted, and officials have not said whether they know who, other than their family, was last with the kids.
Now, after dozens of police interviews and more than 180 tips from the public, still no answers.
It doesn't add up at many levels.
This criminologist questioning the way RCMP are sharing information about the case, relying on the public for tips, but giving few details.
Based on appearances, this went in the wrong direction early on, and key momentum and leads were lost when they were out in the fields looking for kids that maybe were never there.
This expert is zeroing in on other aspects of the disappearance, like school being closed, then the kids being homesick the following day.
The 2 days unaccounted before the missingness is just a red flag.
But for this worried community, what's top of mind now is that the search is resuming, whether for rescue or recovery.
07 Airlock Road is the last point known to this residence. So we've been concentrating on the area behind the residence.
So I see 2 locations in north and south. Which one would it be?
Break Station 83 is Control 4. I'm just facing the residence here now. So between just off my nose, you can see the fire vehicle there with the lights on. That's the residence.
Okay, 10-4, yeah, big red truck, we got it. And from there, they're looking out. I guess the 2 would have departed from there.
Yeah, that's affirmative. So I'm essentially in the backyard here now, and sounds like They did not cross the road, but that's yet to be determined. And so yeah, we've been just pounding these hills back here.
Okay, 10-4, thanks for the heads up. And do we know if there's a drone up in the air at all or not?
Negative on the drones. Sounds like there's 4 drones on the ground. But none of the drones are in the air at the moment, and they're all monitoring Neutral 8-6 as well, and broadcasting their intentions when they're ready.
Okay, 10-4, thanks.
Yeah, right on. And yeah, I'm just going to work this area for the next little bit. Just let me know if you guys want me out of your way, and we're just going to be landing. Once we do, there's a looks like an old park there, kind of to the south, kind of southeast there on the other side of the road. That's where I'm going to stage out of. And then there's also a field. You'll see the comms truck up by the train tracks with this red and white strobe on in the boom. I was landing in that field as well in the back lots room.
Okay, 10-4, thanks for the info.
Great.
Efforts are underway right now to move the command post from Eden Lake up to you.
Hey, 4, thanks.
Inspector Ingalls is getting a driver to get out there, grab that, move it up for you.
Control up.
Casero 2.
RCC, this is Casero 2 on Mutual 85. Being heard, no contact. Casero 2 is switching over from Mutual 85 to Mutual 86 to go to the other site. 10-4, thanks again.
Very specific area you want us to look at? We do have FLIR with us, so I thought I'd check in case you have a...
I got a point of interest for you. 2 heat signatures by the water source. Read you off coordinates.
Right, go ahead.
45.429.505 north. Second set's going to be 62.816028 west.
That is 45.429.505. 62.816028.
10-4.
Was that just a point of interest, or what are you seeing?
I've got 2 heat signatures. One appears like it could be small object sitting. Just 2 heat signatures sitting close together near the water.
Roger. Now we'll have somebody take a look.
Alma drone team is also landing. We're going to do a battery swap out.
Copy that.
Go ahead.
We just got information from a party who doesn't want to leave their name or phone number. They thought they possibly had a sighting of the child. It was 20 minutes ago, and it was over on Coldstream in Colchester County. Do you want me to air the rest of the details?
No, can you create a file and task Colchester detachment with that, please?
We're doing that now as well.
Area G, sir, copy. SRCC, mutual 86. Go ahead. 10-4, the most up-to-date area we have is near the intersection of Gairlock Road and Lansdowne Station Road.
Intersection of Gairlock Road and Lansdowne Station Road.
10-4.
Thank you. Straight area clear.
SRCC clear.
Colchester Command, members of the family are coming up to the RCMP shortly.
SRCC, roll for check hold that is last out. Control 4, you were slightly broken. There's confirming landing Lansdowne?
Yep. Down here, staging area, Lansdowne Station.
10-4, SRCC clear. Monahan, you on the air? Can someone advise who's looking after the command post there or who's in charge over there? Has anyone checked in?
Colchester Command, Annie Hanson's the search manager. Over.
Okay, just wonder if you can give me, I don't know if you have cell reception there, but you can give me a phone call. It's just Corporal Rice from the watch supervisor today. I just have a public tip there that I was going to pass along in relation to a possible mine shaft in that area. I'm not sure if you're aware. Do you copy that?
Copy that. One moment. Who am I speaking to? Over.
It's Corporal Sally Rice, Pictou County Detachment Corporal.
Copy that. The search manager's phone number is 902-324-1975. Over.
Can you just go with the last four digits there? 324. And then what?
1975.
Copy that, thanks.
Colchester Command, radio check. It's Mark. Can someone talk to Evan and see if there's someone relieving me on this barricade here? My radio barely works, and I've been here longer than I should.
I'm working on getting somebody down there in a couple minutes there, Mark.
EG Sergeant Stick Commander from 355.
Yeah, go ahead. Just spoke with Inspector Mason. Halifax Fire does not have a deployable asset at this time.
Okay, copy. Thanks, Shane. Risk manager, copy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. A bit of communication snozzle there. We probably will look at continuing through the night, depending on resources. A lot of the search teams are down because of the last two searches. So I don't know if we need to reach out to Shady Camp in Inverness, potentially Cape Breton Regional.
Copy that. Do you need some relief yourself? Who do you suggest I contact?
I'm good for a while yet, so I know we was out all last night, so Jeff, wrong hand maybe. Sergeant Young, Lieutenant. Go ahead. Yeah, Joe, I know you probably don't have reception out there, so Carly from Stratcom will send you a couple emails, but I'll give her the updates, and she's going to send me the most updated release, and I'll verify it, because I don't think you have her service, eh? Yeah, it's in for, actually I got Wi-Fi here now in the command, so,
If you need search for IC for tomorrow, I can come here tomorrow if you want. If you need search for IC for tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry, Joey, you broke up there, but if you can, you should CC both of us. I'll give you time to say, I'll let you know when it's there, if you can get it, take a look at it. If not, then I'll verify it for you.
Or
Go ahead.
Families brought us to a location there, not far away, that there's a piece of a blanket, which the mother says she believes it belongs to her daughter. It's just off the road here. I don't know if you do PU status, you'll see where Bravo 3 and Bravo 8 are.
Yeah, it'll be just off the Lansdowne Road, off the 289.
Did we say we found an article?
Possibly. There's a couple other pieces of old clothing here. Pieces just torn, like pieces of rag, but there is a side of the road. RCMP helicopter there. Do you see the F-250 there, the truck and the SUV? Pretty much directly in front of you, sir. That's this blanket.
Yeah, 10-4, we're coming up to it there. Just debate whether we leave it for PS.
Keep you guys safe until I tell you I'm not, I guess.
Sure. I'll start you off with 7 p.m. there. We can go from there.
G, sir, I see on the ground from risk manager.
Great.
Sorry, Joe, I wasn't sure if that was still you or if someone else had taken over. I sent you a couple of text messages. I just didn't want to keep bothering.
There now, but we're standing next to each other.
10-4. Who's going to be IC for the night?
Anderson is going to be the IC for tonight.
10-4. You can let him know. I've made a couple of calls. I'm waiting for a couple of phone calls back, but as of right now, we have an extra drone and drone operator coming from Antigonish and waiting on another. But one confirmed.
Yeah, Crystal, it's Scott here. Thanks. It's starting to rain here pretty bad. I'm not sure how good the drone will be.
10-4. Do you know if it's supposed to rain all night? Because we can just keep it at 1 for now, and if it clears up, call out more. Or if you want them just on standby.
Let me just check on that. Sergeant Ellis from Sanderson. Yeah, it looks like it's just a chance of rain through the night, so we'll keep one, and if we need a second, we can call them in.
10-4, thank you.
Go ahead. Staff Sergeant Weiss, I was told somebody from OCC was looking for me.
10-4, there was an update to the file, just a piece of information in regards to pieces of clothing found near 17 Millbrook Road in New Gairloch.
And can you create a file and pass that to the local detachment?
10-4, it'll still be PICTO. Do you just want like a D115 file made?
Yeah, 10-4, create a file. They can be linked to the other file of the local detachment, just dispatch them regular call.
10-4, it's going to be the same detachment, but I will do that.
Okay, so you heard the news clip and what they said, and that was a very important detail, is that police officials will not confirm other than the family who was last with the kids. Remember, this question has keep coming up because in news reports, it was reported that Daniel Martell told the news reporters when they were there to interview him that his brother and his mother stayed on the property. So a lot of people have been posing the question as to if Lilly and Jack got out the sliding door, did the mother or the brother see them on the property? And that's a very logical question, but it doesn't seem that the authorities are inclined to answer it at this time. Now, you are also heard from the criminologist, and what he stated is that he believes that they're working backwards, that they may have made a mistake. And please listen to what he said in that news interview. He believes that something else is going on. So let me know, what are your thoughts below? Please drop them below. Of course, the news said that the police will not confirm if there are any suspects right now. The police will not confirm who was the last to see the children other than the family. The police will not confirm. Really, they've been tight-lipped. And to some degree, we have to understand and appreciate, out of the respect for the investigation and where it could potentially go, that they may want to keep things close hold so it doesn't compromise the integrity of the investigation. But the news reporter and the criminologist said, well, for them to make a plea with the public to request tips, but then they in exchange will not provide information, they really said that they don't believe that the police are operating fairly. What are your thoughts about that, about what the news said? Drop your comments below. Then, did you hear the pink blanket, the audio that I played for you guys, the police dispatch audio? I thought that was important because in the news clips that are circulating, and I have it there on the screen in the police dispatch, it says that Daniel Martell, he said it wasn't Lily's blanket. Well, you heard that it was Malaya who alerted them to it being Lily's blanket. So I don't know. I wasn't there. So I can't speculate to say if, they later went to Malaya, but she alerted them and said she believed it was Lily's blanket, and now all of a sudden it's not. And there could be additional information that they're just not providing us at this time. Please let me know your thoughts below.